Hello, welcome to A Friendly Atheist. Um, this video is going to be about, as an atheist, we're always being asked, how do you know there's no God? And they'll say something like, I know there's a God. It's been shown to me, or I've seen the proof, or something along those lines. This happened to me, or something like that. We don't know. Let's be honest. As an atheist, we don't know. No more than I know whether or not if ghosts are real, or if there's aliens out here watching me right now, or if Bigfoot's over there in the bushes. I don't know that, but I can safely assume that Bigfoot's probably not over there in the bushes. Aliens probably aren't watching me. I'm not that significant, or interesting, and so on and so forth. And I realize that people have experiences, and I've had them too. But what a lot of people, a lot of religious people believe, doesn't mean that just because you believe in something, or just because you feel like it should exist, doesn't mean that it does. Okay? At one point as children, a lot of us believed in Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, whatever. We came to the realization that it didn't exist because we started seeing there was no proof, and that there was proof for, your Uncle Lonnie was actually the Santa Claus that came to the house that year. So, you start figuring it out. When you catch mom put the tooth under the pillow, or take the tooth from the pillow and put the quarter there, you kind of figure that out. People today don't really want to, and I understand it. It's a Pandora's box. People today really don't want to know the truth. They're not that curious. And even though they might be curious, they still don't want to know. Because it is Pandora's box. Once you open that box and you start doing the research, reading and watching documentaries, learning about evolution, the history of the Bible, you will start losing your faith. You will start questioning things. You'll become agnostic over time, and eventually into an atheist, unless you just stop. Just stop because you don't want to know anymore. And that's fine. Totally understandable. I get that. People will say, well, what would you tell someone on their deathbed? I wouldn't tell them anything. Why would you? What if they asked? Well, me and my father talked about stuff like this, and he knew he was dying of cancer. He still believed, and I didn't try to persuade him or nothing, but he asked. It's to those people, to religious people, it's what we believe. It's not what we've come to realize. We believe it because there's hard evidence, there's proof, there's data, there's science behind it, there's history behind it. For religious folks like Christians, there is no hard data. You have the Bible. The Bible was a book, a collection of books written by ignorant people during ignorant times. Sorry if I offend you. I'm not trying to offend you. And ignorant doesn't mean stupid. It just means unknowledgeable. You're not knowledgeable of something. Those people back in those days, those hundreds of years that the Bible was put together piece by piece over many, many years, Those people didn't know a whole lot of stuff. When someone looked up at the sky and said, you know, or looked down at their friend and said, well, he died, but where did his soul go? Where did he go? They made up things as best they could. They tried to explain things. Um, so it's a collection of books written during ignorant times by ignorant people. There's no excuse for it now. Now, you believe what you want. You can choose to still believe. And there are scientists who still choose to believe. But what they do is most of them are still scientists, because science will not work if you believe in the Bible. If you literally believe the Bible, science fails to work. So those people, those scientists, choose to believe. They put their faith in this pocket and their science in this pocket, and they keep it separate. They might go to church, and then they go to work in the office and start studying human evolution. The Bible doesn't say anything about human evolution. It says a man and a woman poofed out of the ground because God created them. That's what it says. But, hang on just a second. There's something flashing around here. I don't know what's flashing. Could be a sign. It's not a sign. It's a scientific, logical explanation. Hang on just a second. Okay, it's not my phone. I don't think. Well, anyway, I have no idea what it is that's flashing. It's driving me insane. What is that? I can see it throughout the car flashing. There must be a overhead light up here. And see, that's scientific theory. That's what you use, is scientific theory. If I was that concerned, I could investigate it more and easily find a scientific explanation of what this flashing light is that I vaguely see. It's probably a wrecker or something back there somewhere with the flashing light. But I'm sure I could find out if I was that concerned. But I'm not that concerned because I'm making a video. But it's not God telling me to suddenly believe in him. I can safely assume that. Do I know that beyond a doubt? Well, beyond a reasonable doubt, of course. But do I absolutely know that? No. Just like I don't know that it's not an alien up on there on top of my roof with a flashlight. I don't know that it's not that, but I can safely assume that it's not that. It's a logical explanation. And that's what the difference between believing and science is. With science, you investigate, you come up with data, theories, and a theory is not what you think it is. I'll make a video about what a theory is. But the whole God delusion, and that's really what it is. Check out Richard Dawkins' book, The God Delusion. It's a really great book, or listen to it. But that's the difference between science and religion. Religion believes in their explanation. The Bible is a book written by ignorant people during ignorant times. There's no historical data to the Bible. There's no scientific data to the Bible. See, there it is. There's the flashing light. It was a wrecker. But the Bible is full of made-up stories. like Noah's Ark, etc. Science is evidence, proof, and critical thinking. Like, share, and subscribe, and remember to think critically. Be a free thinker. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.